Hey guys, so we're gonna keep doing the next problems that we have for limits and rationalizing. So our next problem, now we're gonna have the limit as x approaches 9 in the expression square root of x plus 7 minus 4 over x minus 9. So we can plug in 9 in there, but what we can do is, once again, we're going to rationalize. So we multiply by the conjugate. We're going to have x plus 7 plus, remember you switch the sign, plus 4. And now same thing, x plus 7 plus 4. Cool. So now let's FOIL. So we're going to have these square roots, they cancel out, and we get x plus 7 now plus 4 times square root of x plus 7. Same thing, but now negative. Minus 4. I know what? Yeah, that's perfect. Minus what? Oh yeah, they're different terms. Yeah, I'm sorry. I confused these 4 here. And now we get minus 4 times positive 4. We get minus 16 out of this thingy. Okay, cool. Yeah. So now our denominator, should we FOIL? So these two cancel out. We get positive 7 minus 16. We get minus 9, x minus 9. And now here, oh yeah, we can cancel out. Yeah, so we're not gonna FOIL. So we get x minus 9 times square root of x plus 7 plus 4. And we know this is equal to, so these two terms, they cancel out, and we get x plus 7. This is supposed to be a plus sign. X plus 7 minus minus 16 over x plus 7 minus 16. We didn't FOIL, and we're gonna get x minus 9 times square root of x plus 7 plus the 7 is inside the radical, plus 4. Now let me rewrite the numerator as minus 9. So we can already just cancel out. So we get minus 9. We get minus 9, and now we cancel out x minus 9. We're going to get 1 over square root of x plus 7 plus 4. So now we're taking the limit as x approaches 9. That would be equal to square root of 16. So we have square root of 16 plus 4 over 1. Now we're going to say that's just 4, so we get 1 over 8 as the result. That's supposed to be an 8. We get 1 over 8 as the result of our limit, okay? For our next problem, now we're going to compute a derivative. Now, you don't need to know the conceptual definition of a derivative, but just so you know that a derivative is a limit. So, well, you see how it goes. Just, if you don't know, just solve the limit problem. So we're going to go the limit as h approaches to 0 in the function 2 times x plus h minus square root of 2x, our initial function. And all of this goes over h. So now, once again, parentheses. And this is 0. Why didn't I write? Yeah, h approaches 0. So we rationalize. So we rationalize the numerator. We're going to have multiplication by the conjugate. We have 2x plus 2 times this, plus, switch the sign, square root of 2x over same thing square root of 2x. Cool. Now should we FOIL? We're gonna FOIL on top now. Yeah, let's see how we get the top, and see if we should FOIL the bottom. So they both of square roots cancel out, and we get 2x. Yeah, I'm gonna distribute the 2. 2x plus 2h We're just distributing 2 in these two terms. Now we have plus, I'm gonna open this, square root of 2x times square root of 2x plus h. Now I'm guessing we get the negative part. So we have square root of 2x times square root of 2x plus h. And now our final term, once again in the square, so we get negative 2x. Remember, these square roots cancel out. Negative 2x. Now we know the two negative parts cancel out. From these, 2x goes out, minus 2x goes out with minus 2x, and we get h. And we can cancel out h with this, so we're not going to fold the bottom. And I'm not going to write the bottom here. Remember, this is just the top. And now let's keep with the same thing. So let's simplify now. We have these two terms, they go out. We have now 2x plus 2h minus 2x over, we don't FOIL the bottom, square root of 2x plus h plus square root of 2x. Cool, now we know this is, these two terms, they cancel out. We have h as a factor here and also here, so we can take it out. And we're gonna get 2 over square root of, should I distribute it? Just, oh no. Oh, it's 0 square root of 0. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so we're good. Yeah, I'm going to distribute now. So 2x plus 2h. I'm just distributing these 2 into these terms. Plus square root of 2x. 2x. So now our left term, the 2x plus 2h, it goes to 0 because h is approaching 0. So, never mind, we still have x here. Yeah, so we're good. So we have, this is equal to 2 over 2 square root of x, because we plug in 0 here, this goes to 0, so plus 0. So we have 2 square root of 2x. Cool. And this is our answer. Hey, so we're going to keep doing our limit problems. So let's go with the limit as x approaches 0 in the function square root of 12 times x plus 1 inside the radical minus 1. And this is divided by, of course, x. That way we need to do something else than just plugging in numbers. So we need to rationalize, that's the only thing we can do. So we're gonna multiply by the conjugate of the numerator. So we have 12x plus 1 plus 1, remember we switched the sign. And now the same thing, so we don't alter the initial expression. Cool. Now we're gonna FOIL on top, and we're gonna see if we should FOIL on the bottom. So we know the two square roots, our first terms in both parentheses, they cancel out, and we get 12x plus 1. Now this times 1, we get the same thing, but now just simply square root of 12x plus 1. Oh no, oh shit. Then we should get the same thing, but in the negative form, of course. And now it keeps going here. And now we get the same thing, minus 1 times this, the radical that we have. So we have minus square root of 12x plus 1. Yeah. And finally, minus 1, minus 1 times positive 1. So we have minus 1. Cool. So we know these two terms, they will cancel out. Let me see how it goes on the bottom. Oh, shit. On the bottom, we know those two terms, these two cancel out. And 1 goes out. We're not going to FOIL the bottom. So I'm not going to write. I'm just going to say this is the top. And we should not FOIL the bottom because we can leave x as a factor. That way we don't have to take it out as a common factor. And we're going to have 12x, so we can cancel out the factor x. So we have these two terms cancel out, positive 1 and negative 1, they cancel out, and we get 12x over, we don't FOIL the denominator, so we have 12x plus 1 inside the radical, plus 1, and outside plus 1 too. And we know x goes out with the x on the bottom, and we get 12 over square root of 12x plus 1 plus 1. And now we know x is approaching 0, so we're going to have this term goes to 0, and we have 12 divided by square root of 1 plus 1. Square root of 1 just simply 1, and this is gonna add up to 2, and we just simply get 12 over 2, same thing as 6. And this is our answer.